Welcome to another night of Ohio Bruins basketball fans. We are live at Northside Christian High School, live at the Cave. The Ohio Kings are in town. My name is Ryan Dietrich, here with my guy DJ Minton, and we are ready for the second night in a back-to-back of our back-to-back home opener. And we've got them swapped there on the screens, folks. DJ to my right, I am Ryan Dietrich. And like I said, this is the second game in our back-to-back home opener. The Ohio Bruins are 1-1 after a 131-109 victory last night. The Ohio Kings, this will actually be their first game of the season. They have got an exhibition game in, and they also had another exhibition game with the Cincinnati Warriors. From what I hear, they lost one of them by one and blew the Warriors out. So we're not exactly sure what we're getting tonight, DJ, but we know exactly what to expect from the Ohio Bruins. What is it we're going to expect?
Well, you're going to see a fast-paced game, and the big thing that they do is running in transition off a miss and especially off turnovers. They do such a great job of just pushing the envelope, pushing the pace, and that is extremely hard in an away team who doesn't bring as many guys. We saw it last night in the first round.
Yeah, and we've got a couple highlights you're seeing here. This is last night's action from the Akron Aviators. And as you can see, a lot of pace there. And, you know, when the Bruins have got 15-man roster, they can play 10, 12, 15 of those guys. It's tough. When the crew brings in only 8 guys, it's tough to hang with that pace.
Absolutely.
And just, you know, in general. So we're going to see what we got from the Ohio Kings tonight. But like I said, it's a lot. We got a nice crowd in here again. As always, there's a good support for the Kings, the Bruins, here from Northside Christian High School. And we're just about getting ready. Bruins at center court, getting ready. We're waiting for the Ohio Kings just got out here. So teams will take their benches. We'll get things set, and we'll give you our starting lineup here in just a moment. And I apologize. You know, 6 o'clock's our estimated start time. We're going to get going a little bit closer to 6:30. You know, snow, travel, all those things, finding some refs to get in here. But regardless, we're in action.
Get
we're
a few
going.
more people in the building, too.
Exactly. It's always good to have, you know, a little bit more of a crowd coming in. We're going to give you, I'll run through our Ohio Bruins starting lineup. And back at it tonight, we are going to have, let's see, R.J. Farrow, Jay Farrow, Alante Gorham. The other starters will be Matt Bengaya. And the last one, I know we were going to have Josh Shannon in this evening, but he won't make it, so we're going to keep Jose De Leon starting in action. We're going to step aside for a moment for the national anthem. All right, folks, and there it is, the national anthem. Yes, a few more stragglers. It's always good to see. Family, friends, the whole crowd in town. And our starters for your Ohio Kings are going to be number 5, Vonnie Irvin, number 6, Graham Major, number 7, Sharon Hill, number 9, Mohammed Fall, and number 21, Tyrone Bradshaw, who they call Ticket.
And they told us right before the game that Dominic wouldn't be with them. That's a big loss there for them.
I might have to do a little fact checking, but I heard he signed down in Mexico. I'm not sure with who, but we always like to see that local boys getting a good opportunity to go abroad and do what they like to do. All right, nice tight shot here. Center court. We are just about underway, folks. Ohio Bruins, Ohio Kings getting it on live from the cave. Ryan Dietrich and DJ Menton here alongside with you. Let's go. 4 quarters, 12 minutes. And we are underway. Kings win the tip. That's going to be number 5, Vonnie Irvin running the point. Nice strong inside take there. Can't hang on to it. Jay Farrell open it up like he does. Good wolf there from Irvin. Pokes it loose. It should be Ohio Bruins ball.
That's a good job of running the floor there, to your point. Don't give Jay anything easy, because it doesn't take much to get him going.
And he's charging down there with 3 black jerseys in his face, and he's got no fear.
Does not care. His only objective is getting to the bucket.
Oh,
nice find.
Nice find from Matt Bengaya. RJ Farrell gets his own rebound, knocks it in.
Well, in the beginning of the game last night, we wondered if there would be a little bit of offensive rebounding woes. We answered that quick with RJ Farrell in the game he played.
Nice shot there from Irvin, just couldn't get it to fall. Yeah, RJ Farrell made a big impact on the boards. Looks like he's going to be the man to fill that role. Bengaya off the mark, quickly the other way. That's going to be Graham Major. Nice little jab step, pull back, can't knock it in. Good rebound follow-up from Irvin.
Nice job by Farrell pinning him there, but a great job there by Hill. Great tenacity continuing on the play and gets rewarded in the end.
Second and third efforts, looking pretty good. 2-2, 10:30 to play here. Gorham on the right side. Hey, Gorham changed his shoes out.
He sure did, didn't he?
Back. Yeah, we were talking, he was rocking the neon painted bright. He toned it down a little bit. All right, Vonnie Irvin behind the back, step back. Looks like he's got Mr. Freeman in the building tonight. That's number 10, Steve Freeman.
That was our first look at him.
Yep,
he wasn't here last night.
Yeah, and that would have been Jose De Leon would have started for him last night. So now that we got Steve back, he is on the floor. Alante Gorham hit it.
I'll tell you, between Gorham and De Leon, they were lighting it up in the beginning here. They got here earlier. They were getting some shots up, and it looks like it's paying off right now in the game already early for Gorham. Oh, nice pass. That was a great find by Irvin.
Our first look from Steve Freeman. Elbow, that's what we like. Ooh, off the mark a little bit. Good track down from Bengaya. RJ Farrell's got good hands. Nice take there from Farrell, gets fouled on the action.
He does, and that was a great job of popping up. He noticed that the lane was clogged, saw a little bit of an opening, had a real good open jump shot, and man, if he can start hitting that shot, imagine.
And that's, you know, one of those intangibles, just finding soft spots in the zone, finding empty holes on the floor, and, you know, find the spaces.
And of course, Jay's right there to clean up everything, just like he always is.
Knocks in his first free throw. We are tied all 6.
A little bit like last night's game, a little bit of filling out here. Some sloppy shots, maybe a little bit of jitters and nerves. We'll see here if they can start settling down over these next couple of minutes.
Jay Farrell knocks them both down. Well, in the Ohio Kings, their first game of the season, definitely going to be a little jittery. Pulling the trigger there, Sharon Hill for 3. Freeman, good skip pass to A.J. Gorham. Get it. Oh, in and out.
That thing was halfway down. And again, a good look for Gorham. When shooters get open looks like that, they just start building huge confidence. And that could be big for the Bruins.
Good hustle play by Bradshaw of the Kings to keep the possession alive, in and out. Hill can't get the roll. Jay Farrell pushing it. Good awareness by Steve Freeman. Post set up in the corner. Can't get it to fall.
Ill-advised shot there. I think you got to pull that back out. 2-on-3 there, especially on the road. You got to come up with buckets.
Well, and he was going right at R.J. Farrow, who's got 4 inches on him. It's a tough shot. Oh, and a slipped out there. I think Fall was looking to dunk that.
Listen, Matt Bangaya might not jump off the screen at you, but he's a big dude.
All right, 8:14 to play here in the first. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor. All right, we're going to stick with you, folks, talk you through this. And you can see, I think that's Mr. Casey Anthony Sr. back in the huddle, giving his guys we're talking to. Down 7-13 in just a few minutes.
Yeah, it was a little bit similar to last night with Akron, right? Akron was running with Ohio here at the beginning. We'll have to see if the Kings can do that same thing. Again, small bench again for the road team. Will they be able to keep this pace? And if you're the Bruins, just settle down a little bit, a couple shots that you're getting good looks at. I think if you continue to run that offense, you're going to be fine.
Yep, just hold fast. All right, let's see. It looks like we got Virgil Lackey on the floor, number 2 for the Kings now. Let's see. Number 10, that might be.
He's a new addition.
That might be Isaiah Penning. I
okay.
don't see a 0, so. But he is here, I know. All right, Freeman out at the volleyball line. Good defense by Virgil Lynn.
And Freeman's done a good job of getting people where they need to go. Travel there by Bengaya.
Yeah, just off balance.
Yeah. He's complaining he got bumped, but I think he shuffled his feet a little bit before.
Oh, Virgil Lackey at the rim, can't make the play.
Nearly caught him sleeping. Good job of recovering there.
AJ Farrow a little out of sorts. AJ gonna let it rip from 30 feet. Just off the front of the rim.
I still like that shot. He's still getting good looks at the basket. Those are gonna eventually fall, I believe. And they started to last night in the second half.
Yep. Well, and you said when he was out here warming up, hit 6-7 straight. You can shoot. Good drive there by Bonnie Irvin to find his man in the corner. That's gonna be Penning for 3.
Well, we talked about last night, guys coming off the Bruins bench and making an immediate impact right there. The Kings do the same.
Oh, big block by Virgil Lackey with the length.
Great look and great pass. Nice job there by Bonnie Irvin.
Getting the Bruins at their own game, running the floor, skip passes, all those good things.
Well, the one thing Ohio is good at is forcing turnovers and forcing quick shots in the shot clock. And now the Kings are doing the same thing, giving them a little taste of their own medicine, like you said.
Nice jump hook there by R.J. Farrow. Cut the lead down to 9.
Just pinned the guy right on the block there. He was way too low.
Dez upset about something. Penning again from the corner off the mark. Good rebound there by Bonnie Irvin. Can't keep it. Steve Freeman pushing.
Oh, that's a great take. I gotta call that, man.
Had a hand on him the whole way.
The entire way, rode him all the way down the sideline there.
Bradshaw's got 8 inches on him.
Man.
Strong take by Steve Freeman. I like the aggression and gives his boys a chance to get settled down, maybe take a breather. It's been a pretty hectic pace.
It has been a very quick pace, even for Bruins standards.
Knocks his first down.
And when you're seeing, they have different guards here as you're seeing the replay. This entire time just kind of pushing them and bumping them. And finally gets the call at the rack.
Yep. All right, number 1, Malik Evans right on the lane there, checks in. Matt Bengaya is going to take a seat. Steve Freeman knocks down his second.
And Freeman's a little bit different guard. Now not going to be as quick, but he's going to be thoughtful and methodical out there.
Chris Paul.
Yes, very.
Nice board by Gorham.
Oh, Gorham.
Couldn't see his man. Freeman was wide open on the outlet. And hey, pressure by the Kings. They'll get up in there a little too aggressive.
Well, that's one of those, when you don't get the initial steal, you gotta back off of there.
The foul might have been on Irvin. All right, Casey Anthony getting out there and doing some coaching.
Here's De Leon that we spoke about last night. We're going to see the tempo pick up a little bit with him at guard now.
Good rebound by Evans.
find.
Jay Farrell wide open from the top of the key, and he got it.
That's what you needed if you're the Ohio Bruins right there, to see your star have one go through. I'll tell you what, Irvin is moving. We got some quick guys on the court tonight. And like you said, this pace is frantic. My goodness.
Just under 5.5 to play. The Bruins cut it to 2 with a nice fast break there and some good ball handling and good decision making by the Bruins. A.J. Gorham on the defense. Yeah, Irvin has got some handles there, but tough defense by Gorham, that poke away from behind.
Gorham's playing great so far in this first quarter. And again, Evans, he came in last night, did a great job on the defensive end, and he was in the middle of that as well.
So a couple substitutions making an immediate impact for the Bruins. Ant McDaniel rocking number 11 tonight. He checks into the game as Gorham checks out. De Leon, handoff. McDaniel's out at the volleyball line. Moving around the horn.
Good spacing and ball movement so far. Nice move by De Leon.
Great behind the back jump shot there from Jose De Leon. All tied at 18.
Quick move there and just rose up above. Right around that spot we talked about last night, right? Yep. That elbow.
Well, and R.J. Farrell did a great job of clearing out that spot, moving down to the low block, setting the screen for McDaniel.
That's a great see. You're right.
We talked about it, filling those voids and empty spaces on the floor as Jay Farrow gets bowled to the floor at half court.
Well, and that's one of those things, if you're the Kings. Hey, listen, you're on the road. You want to send a message here. We're not coming in here to get beat. They played a couple of tough games last year against the Ohio Bruins, and the Bruins beat them pretty bad here the second game. Yeah, so, you know, they don't want to be embarrassed like that a second year in a row.
Malik Evans, what an effort there on the board, but can't save it. I like to see that fighting around his man.
The Kings have gone a while now without a bucket. Speak of it.
Right on cue. There we go. There's Isaiah Penning.
That was a big shot. Like I said, they hadn't scored in about 2 minutes now. And after having all the momentum, forcing that timeout.
Nice pull up from Evans at the
Beautiful
top of the
shot
key.
there.
You got it. You can see good fundamentals. Jump straight up and down.
Absolutely.
Keeps his body vertical.
You're going to get a lot of easy shots if you can either create space or rise above.
Yep. And that was just a nice, controlled, smooth, just stop and elevate. Big shot here coming from Penning. Can't get it to fall. Rebound.
Great rebound by Fall.
Oh, and the Bruins are up in arms. They don't like that call. But, man, Muhammad Fall took some contact down low on that board.
He had a pretty good game, if memory serves me correct, last season when they were here.
Fall?
Yeah, one of the bright spots in that big win by the Bruins.
Can't knock down his first. I didn't see who the foul was on.
I didn't catch that either.
I think it was Farrow. I think it was R.J. Farrow.
So now this will be a little bit interesting. A little more smaller lineup now as R.J. comes out of the game and Bengaya's back in.
Yep.
And right away.
Yep. Tall man gets his board. Farrell off to the races. Pulls it back, looks to shoot, drives the lane. Tries to find Evans on the cut, just out of his hands.
You could see it, but everything was just kind of a little bit too jumbled there.
Yep. Just not quite in sync.
Nice job of forcing that shot there.
Out Bonnie Irvin coming up short. De Leon.
Good find.
Nice.
That's
take.
a great find. Great work there. And if Fall's got to step up and get into the lane there for the Kings, that was too easy from Bengaya.
Yep, just split the seam right between them.
And man, what a difference a few minutes makes, right?
Yep, they were down 18-7. So the Bruins go on a 15-3 run to help, well, closing out the first quarter here. We got about 2:30 left remaining in the first quarter here. From the cave, you can see Casey Anthony down there again, getting in his Bruins, giving some advice. We'll see how we close out this first quarter, but that's a good start. Took about 6 minutes for the Bruins to get settled down.
That's about what it was last night. It seems like, you know, a little bit of like a big boxing match feel there to it. You're kind of filling the guy out the first few rounds, and then it's like, man, the next thing you know, and we talked about it last night in other broadcasts we've done together, you know, it's a 6-point game, it's a 2-point game, they're down 5, and then next thing you know, it's like they've scored 8, 10, 12 in a row, and they're either winning by a few points or are up 16.
And that's some nice camera work there from our crew, and the good shot of the head coach of the Ohio Kings, that's Sherwin Anderson, and his assistants Niall and David helping them out. All right, back in action out of the timeout. 2:22 on the clock. 22-21. Bruins got a 1-point lead.
Well, it's a big couple minutes here in these last 2 minutes. You want to feel good about going into that second quarter for the Kings. Great take.
Great take by Vonnie Irvin. That little hesitation at the last second.
And strong, 2 hands up in there. If somebody's coming through, he's at least going to the free throw line. He's not getting that blocked.
Yep.
He's had a really good first quarter.
All right, Evans and McDaniel. Evans around the corner, turns and jumps. Can't hit the shot. Irvin with the rebound. Irvin's going to bring it up. De Leon with some full court pressure. Like to see the aggressiveness from the corner.
Try to make it 2 in a row there.
Yeah. Henning can't
Oh, great no look.
Yikes.
Nice job by Fair. He just snuck right in between the two of them. Came wide open.
Sneaking in that back door, wide open underneath.
And Evans saw it.
All right, Casey, coach for the Bruins, yelling about something. All right, we got a quick break on the floor. Refs are going to talk this one out. Not sure exactly what happened. We'll see if we got it in the rebound.
Well, you talked about it a little bit last night. There's a few rules here and there that aren't necessarily traditional when we're talking about how basketball goes, so sometimes that gets a little tricky.
Okay, that'll be a timeout from the head coach of the Ohio Bruins, Casey Anthony Sr., Christopher Anthony Sr., excuse me. We are going to step aside for a quick commercial break here on the Ohio Bruins Network, powered by Yamo Media. We'll be back here in just a moment, back in the action. There it is, Yamo Media. We are back live. Cam King checks into the game. 1 minute and 12 seconds left. Errant pass out of bounds.
That's got to have a little bit more mustard on it from Ant if he's going to throw that down there.
Luckily, it was tipped out by the Kings. Stays Bruins ball. All right, Ant McDaniel. Nice
Gaia
spin
going
by
to work.
Gaia.
That was a great spin. And again, we talked about footwork last night with Jay. Footwork. If you can have quick feet in the basketball game, you are going to put yourself in such a good position to score. Irvin again.
Yeah, I think he had some hand slapping going on in there.
It's been a physical game. I mean, it started off a little bit like this last night, but then the Bruins started running so much, there was nothing that Akron could do. These are the type of games, though, for Coach Anthony. You want to know what's your team like. I know we can run. Are we tough? Are we physical? Can we play a grinded out game?
So, right, yeah, what else can we do? What other kind of, tricks we got in the bag? The run zone defense, things like that. How are we going to switch it up? All right, we got Grand Major going on. Ant McDaniel stuck up in his face. Causes the turnover. Cam King back to De Leon. All right, Jose De Leon. Bengaya left
Great
wing.
move. Great move. Such a great move there. He was able to low ball that, and as soon as he got one step in, we'll see the replay here, low balls, and right there, boom, nobody's getting them. And even if number 2 there, Virgil Lackey, does anything, he's going to be right on his hip. Bengaya's put together a nice couple of minutes here for the Bruins, and they've needed the possessions that he's come up with.
Just a solid kind of constant.
He really is. He played a good game last night. It kind of almost went unnoticed, and it was a really good game he played.
Ooh, a good pump fake there. Who was that?
Fall again.
Fall again. All right, Jose De Leon looking at last shot here. 10 seconds remaining on the clock.
Well, if you're the Bruins, you got to be happy. At the very least, you're going in with a 4-point lead at the end of the first quarter.
2 seconds. Bengaya lets it go at the buzzer, just short. And that'll do it here at the end of the first quarter from Northside Christian High School. The Ohio Bruins survive a tough first quarter here. Bruins lead at 29-25. We'll be back for the second quarter here on the Ohio Bruins Network, powered by Yamo Media.
Hey, it's Coach Howard, and I'm excited to tell you the good news about what's coming your way for this high school basketball season. Every Sunday at 6 p.m., you can catch the Coach Howard Basketball Show live on Yamo Media. We will take a close look at all the previous week's high school action, the big upcoming games, and not only that, but we'll be taking a look at the top teams and players throughout Central Ohio. I'll have special guests throughout the season, including high school coaches, players, and college coaches from all over the country. I'll also be giving out rankings of the teams and the players every 2 weeks. It's going to be a very in-depth show, and I can't wait to get started. Once again, you'll be able to watch the show live on the Yamo Media Columbus YouTube channel and Yamo Media's Facebook page. You'll also see clips posted throughout the week on all of the Yamo Media social platforms. You can also catch the audio podcast on Mondays wherever you find your podcast. Our first episode will air Sunday, November the 20th. I'm looking forward to this upcoming high school basketball season here in Columbus, Ohio.
All righty, folks. We are back in action here. Start of the second quarter. 4-point lead for the Bruins. It's going to be Irvin running the point. There you go. All right, Jose De Leon. You know, I do like those gold Bruins jerseys.
Yeah, it's
man.
nice. They got the Bruin in the insignia there. I like it. You're right.
I don't know how we get one of those. Might have to talk to the man. Nice drive by King. Good fight. Bengaya again, John, just fading down, finding that little gap down in the lane. Just couldn't hang on to it. Tipped out of bounds. Bruins
Yeah, great point. He's finding all the spots in the lane. Oh, good take, Ant.
3-on-1. He still about got it. Nice work by Malik Evans to get the board and go back up to draw the foul.
Well, you saw there, Ant try to shield him a little bit. It kind of knocked him off. I'd like to see him maybe keep that arm in, use his shoulder, and be able to absorb the contact and get to the free throw line.
Foul was on number 9, Muhammad Fall.
Again, Evans in there as we see the replay, being active. He's been really good since he came in off the bench.
And that's the thing. Any guy they plug they all got chemistry together there.
Absolutely.
Having that 8-10 deep that can roll. Yeah, I noticed.
Listen, you don't win the amount of games that they've won in the 3 years they've been a part of this. And we talked about last night only losing, one game ever here. They've only lost twice ever in Columbus, period. So, I mean, you got to be able to put together guys who know the game of basketball and mesh well.
Ooh, a little short there. Evans can't get it to fall. Bruins still with a 3-point lead. Irvin, how did he get that
I
off?
have no clue. Great defense, though, by the Bruins. And good job of running the floor by Evans. King there with the putback.
Great release by Evans and good follow by Cam King. That's what you do, just a little bit of effort, man. Easy layup for him.
Good ball movement there.
Great ball movement. Hanning in the corner, can't get it to fall.
He seems to like that corner shot. That's the only place he's been spotted up all night. Good find by De Leon.
Bengaya lazily steps in. Evans was wide open. Draw and kick to De Leon. Good shot. Can't get it to fall. I like the effort to chase down his own rebound.
It was good ball movement there. They got a good open shot. And you got to love to see that if you're Coach Anthony.
You're not going to make every one, but
no.
So you like to see how the guys are moving.
Absolutely. That's a play they can come back to later in this quarter or in the second half.
I know. This is all small lineup here to start the second quarter. Bengaya's the biggest guy on the floor.
Well, and if you can look right now, you can just see so much space by the Bruins. That's so important. You can generate so much more offense.
And Bengaya finding that empty spot right there, kind of in the wing. Good step through by Sharon Hill. Fouled on the play.
No, Hill seemed like he had the ball in his hands a lot there at the beginning of the first quarter, and he was really starting to make things happen. It seems like they kind of went away from him. Did a good job there of absorbing contact and heading to the free throw line.
It's a good observation. He was a little more active there in the first quarter. Looks like we got a full slate of substitutes coming in for the Bruins. Knocks down the first one.
Well, they're bringing back that original 5. And that was a good job by that second crew there. Getting guys back, getting where they needed to be, and they're winning now.
4-point lead, 9:50 to play. Sharon Hill knocks down the second free throw. All right. Freeman coming the other way. Let's see what they kind of keep spacing. Farrell comes out, sets a big high screen and rolls to the hoop. Freeman just couldn't find him in time. Bengaya, another strong take. Out of bounds, turnover.
Good defense by Hill.
Great defense by Hill. There he is again. It's popped up in the corner, number 10.
Yeah.
I believe that's Darnell Jordan.
Looked like Farrow might have got Jay. Might have got an inadvertent forearm or elbow there from Irvin on the way to the hoop.
I wonder if his contact stayed in.
Yeah. Yeah, we did have contact problems last night. Of course, it didn't impede his scoring or dunking on anyone either.
I was gonna say, I don't think you need contacts to see that when he's that close to the rim. Another errant free throw by Irvin.
Big. When you're on the road, you got to hit free throws, man. You're not going to get a lot of extra opportunities, especially against a good team like the Ohio Bruins.
Turnover by Farrow. Couldn't find the other Farrow. Nice little backwards layup from Irvin. And they just had numbers, followed him down there. So the Kings sticking with it.
Yeah, Major did a good job of getting in the lane there and getting that initial steal.
Bengaya takes Bradshaw to the rim, backs him in, takes it strong. Matt Bengaya holding it down. Irvin is being aggressive.
I like it. He keeps pushing the ball. He keeps pushing it. And big things are happening, man. He's not turning the basketball over. That's the thing. Sometimes when you get young guys, you start telling them to push it. Next thing you know, the turnovers start climbing.
Sharon Hill, nice spin move and take with Gorham on him, gets his own rebound. A little over the back on Sharon Hill, looks like.
Well, Gorham did a good job of as soon as Hill landed, got a butt right on him and pushed him right out of the way.
Yep, great position there. Gorham gonna bring it up down the right side. Drops it off to Farrow. Jay just needs to settle down a little bit.
You're right. He does seem a little bit jittery or fumbly today, yeah. Wouldn't we all love to have that problem, right?
De Leon wide open
Nice
from
shot.
the left wing.
Nice
It's
job.
good.
Listen, that's the thing. They've been aggressive. They've been able to score at the rack. If they start hitting threes like they did last night, that's when they started pulling away.
Good defense from De Leon, and I like the communication. Jose was yelling at Gorham to switch. There we go.
Hey, man, he was really just missing, it seemed like, every shot last night. He is hitting them tonight.
All right, the Bruins up 40-31, 9-point lead, 7:40 remaining. Ooh.
Hey, that was one of the rare times, too, they kind of slowed things down a little bit. But again, that's the perfect example of that. As we take a look at this replay from De Leon.
Like R.J. Farrell drawing the little
Yes.
double and just laid on the recover from Hill.
And that's what we talk about with the spacing. You can see the other two Bruins are all over the place. You can skip that pass. There's just so many more options when you have the space.
So Irvin knocks down his first one. At the line for the second, it's up and it's good.
I was going to say, though, he did a good job again of recognizing. He was initially slowing it down, realized there was a gap in the defense, and then immediately hit the accelerator.
Yep.
This is a good little matchup between him and De Leon.
Yeah, it is. Intensity and speed. Good kick left to Major, to Graham, a Major.
Well, Major trying to do the same thing. Be aggressive, be quick with the basketball. Just got going a little bit too quick and forgot the ball.
All right, we're going to have an umpire timeout, so that'll be just a short little 30-second. He says, that's on me. Hey, even the refs need a break, you know what I mean?
You know, it's early in the season. We're trying to all get our stamina and our announcing and refereeing and basketball legs underneath us. So,
And we're going to stay here with you through the break, folks. Got a nice shot there, the Ohio Bruins. And yeah, so far, we've seen kind of exactly what we expected. A little bit of the similar last night, high pace, getting the jitters out a little bit, but we are seeing some good action from the Ohio Bruins. Matt Bengai has certainly taken on kind of that. He's just the rock. He's the standard. He's consistent. He finds the right spaces. He plays good defense, and when it's needed, he is really dominating that baseline. That's where he's making his bread.
oh, absolutely. Well, and you know, the thing that we've seen here is even when Akron has tried to slow it down and try to get things going, what does the Ohio Bruins do? They get up, they get pressure going. And the thing that's impressed me, honestly, so far is last night, this is about the time Akron started losing momentum.
Yep.
This is about the time they were not able to hang in there. You're looking now, it's a 7-point game. We kind of talk about the danger zone that we talked about last night, right?
Yep.
The Kings are in it, but the Kings are still running. They're still actually keeping pace with Ohio.
Yeah, they like pace just as much. You know, so two teams built fairly similarly. At least it looks that way through the first quarter and a half. And yeah, like you said, last night this is where the Bruins really took off. Let's see what they can do with 7:15 remaining here in the second.
Good take, Jay. Good take. That's first step again. If you can get that first step, get that defender on your hip, he has to either ride you or foul you. And he didn't want to foul him that time. Jay is able to finish.
And De Leon applying full court pressure to Irvin. Gorham meeting Hill at half court. Knees bent, they're up in their chest.
Great shot.
Big shot by Sharon Hill from a step back behind the arc. 42-36, 6-point lead. R.J. Farrell backing down Bradshaw.
Great recognition there by RJ. Can't quite hit. That's a good job, though. He noticed that the whole entire lane was clear. Go to work, big man.
It took him 2 steps to get across that lane, too.
Nice defensive rebound now. Oh!
Yep, I think as soon as Gorham tries to get the foul and stop it. And Jay gets in there. Yeah, Jay got to watch. Yeah, Jay took another shot to the mouth, and Gorham's over there. He tried to call it.
Yeah.
He tried to.
I think that was a smart attempt there by Gorham. You're right, but if you're going to foul somebody, you got to foul him. We've already seen, if you guys are watching this at home, you can probably even hear it from time to time. This has been a physical game, and there's not been a lot of fouls called. So you have to be sure that you're fouling somebody in this game.
Intentional foul.
Yes.
Gorham was trying. Man,
Oh,
Bradshaw.
great job there.
And the problem is, as they're shooting free throws, you got De Leon and Freeman still out here, John with the refs, trying to point stuff out. lose that little bit of focus. They're late getting back to the rebound. They end up trailing. They get another foul.
This is the time right now during a break time that you want to talk to the referees. You got to be focused and ready to go. And that was a great job. Irvin didn't take that ball back out. A lot of times guards will break that back out. Sometimes that's the smart move to do. When you got a big fella like that, 21 underneath there, Bradshaw, that can create space, a good job. He didn't take it past the free throw line and found them.
That's right.
Just like that, 42-40.
2-point game, Kings hanging around, yeah. And the Bruins just on that, to that, you just gotta, the refs are just gonna do their thing. Control what you can. Good final left, Gorham on the wing. Drives, ooh, spin move. Can't get it to fall. Those buckets will start going, they just gotta keep at it. Ooh, a little shoulder check from De Leon. Bradshaw.
A little fight fire with fire there. And that's the thing. Here's the thing. We talked about it last night. You're not trying to purposely. Great steal there by
Freeman coming the other way. 2-on-1.
Great job.
Yep, just keep it. Take it to yourself. R.J. Farrell on the backside.
That's like an option quarterback. He just reading right there on Bradshaw. If Bradshaw comes at him, he's going to drop it off to Farrow, and he didn't. He scored the bucket himself.
Good step through number 10. I think that's Darnell Jordan off the mark. Rebounded by number 10. All right, 5:10 to play here in the second quarter. Tight game still.
I like this kind of almost pseudo thunder and lightning here with Freeman and De Leon on the court at the same time. Maybe a shot clock violation there. One of the rare mistakes we've seen tonight out of Freeman. He's played a really good game. Lost a little bit of track of time there.
Yep. And there's no shot clock, buzzer. That's what I'm looking for. And it's just tough. You got to, communicate. Teammates, you got to be talking to each other out there. 5 even to play as the Kings bringing it up. This is going to be Graham Major. De Leon applying that pressure. No easy buckets. Good show by Farrow.
Good help.
Good help, good recover. Long 3 from Virgil Lackey.
Getting fall, though. He's able to get down there, get position, and he's getting the Bruins on his back.
Yeah, he was in the middle of 3 Bruins. You'll see him right here. Gorham just kind of steps around Gorham.
And, maybe he gets away with a little bit of a shove there.
Yeah.
We're biased here, but that's where you have Gorham. I know, he doesn't have as much muscle as Fall, but you got to stand your ground there. That way, at the very least, you're getting a foul called on Fall.
Fall at the line, takes a second, in and out. Rebound by Bengaya. De Leon looking to push. Gonna pull it back out and reset. Farrow to his right, screens for Gorham. Way off the mark, Farrow in position, can't convert. Bruins extending the possession. Jay Farrow, left wing, kind of isolated, is gonna attack.
Nice take.
Way off the mark for Jay, good rebound by RJ. Matt Bengaya for 3.
That was big. A couple big offensive rebounds. The first one for Farrow, and then the other one to our main man, R.J. Farrow.
Yeah, I think that was the 4th shot of the possession. 4 minutes remaining. Bradshaw, big body down on the baseline, looking for his cutting man.
And Fall again, right there. He's getting to all the 50-50 balls right now.
Yeah, he's just in the right position. And that, sometimes the rolls just go that way. They come off the rim towards you. All right, De Leon, left side, working off 2 screens. Farrell rolls the hoop, can't find it. Bengaya. Nice between the leg. Got bodies on the floor, we're gonna stop play. De Leon wants to stay in the game. Malik Evans checking in for him, though. And McDaniel coming in as well. And, yeah, that was just a cautionary stoppage of play.
Yes.
You got 3 bodies on the floor, shots going up. You don't want guys landing on this and that ankle. So that's all that was. No timeout, no foul. We're back in action. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Let's hope Gorham's aware of that.
Well, this is 2 where your bench and coaching has got to be able to keep you engaged, but also the guys on the court have got to communicate that to each other better.
Yep, and he found it out, let it go. Couldn't get it off the mark, thought he was fouled. Got to play through it, young man. 3:10 to play here in the second quarter. Tight game still. Major.
Oh, great move by Major.
There's that big Euro step.
Beautiful slide step there, and then switched hands to finish.
That's a problem. You know, the lane has been open on occasion. The Bruins got to shut that inside stuff down. It's Matt Bengaya taking Muhammad Fall one-on-one. Nice, strong step through. Bengaya getting it done.
He is having a heck of a night tonight.
It's just Mr. Consistency.
You said that. I mean, you're so right. I mean, does a great job wherever they asked him to be on the floor.
I don't know if Jay tipped that or not. Hell of a block if it was. Bengaya again. Ooh, just off the mark.
But Farrow's there. No call.
And in the second half, you know, those shots might start falling. They missed a handful of those.
There also might not be enough guys on each team if they don't start calling fouls. Man, this has been a tough game.
Just letting them play. Evans, coast to coast again.
Gotta finish that. Well, just what you said, some of these shots you're hoping as a Bruins fan are going to start falling. But these are the type of things when you're on the road and you're the Kings that can keep you in a game and give you the confidence to try to pull an upset.
Yeah, a little bit of contact there, maybe, you know. It's all right, deal with it, play through. They're not calling, don't worry about the whistle.
That was nothing compared to some of the shots, right?
All right. Yeah, ball's going to be out of bounds underneath when they come back into play. There's only 2:02 left here in the second. I think we got a timeout from the Kings right here.
Well, last night, it was about 3.5, 4-ish minutes to go when the Ohio Bruins went on there a little bit of run and built that, 6 or 7 point halftime lead that they had. So now, same deal. You got 4-point lead with, what'd you say, 2:02 to go. Can you get this thing up to 8 or 9? And if you're the Kings, heck, why don't you mess around and try to go in to the break up 1 or 2?
Right. Let's see what they bring coming out of the huddle. It should be Bruins ball. Coach Anthony should be drawing up. Nice out of bounds play for him underneath.
You would have to think it's going to have to be something where they're flashing Bengaya.
Yep.
Or getting Jay or Ant to pop out.
Gorham with the ball out of bounds. Finds Ant McDaniel, Bengaya, Jay Farrow, and Malik Evans on the floor.
It was a little unromantic. They just threw it right to Anthony.
Yeah. Just we're going to start a whole new possession. All right, take a little bit of time. Nice
Great
curl around.
speed coming off that curl.
Good block there. I think Fall might have got a hand on it.
What a game he's having.
Lackey. The alley-oop. Too many black jerseys down there. Good rebound and finish there by Isaiah Penning.
Goran did a good job of stopping the initial alley-oop. He just didn't have enough help down low.
Man. Irvin with that tough defense. Ooh, McDaniel can't hang in there. Irvin finds his man on the right. Virgil Lackey right back to Irvin. Working the baseline from the corner. We'll bring it back out. Nice inside pass to
Good job by Jay to get in the passing lane there.
Fast break. Going to Evans, drops it off. Nice little drop pass. And
that was good
screen.
pass. Good unselfish play. We see that a lot from the Ohio Bruins, and it's the reason they can build big leads.
1-2 passes, and the Kings are back down the floor. Bruins got to be ready on this defensive end.
They have really penetrated the lane quickly on the misses or makes. You're right. Guy again.
Oh, the length from Virgil Lackey with the big
great block. But if you're Bengaya, you got to pull that back out.
And, the same thing could be said right there. Vonnie Irvin, you got to pull that back out. A.J. Gorham, hand on the shot. He wants the foul again, just letting him go. 22 seconds remaining. That's got to be a charge by McDaniel, and it is.
Ant might have got it bailed out on that one a little bit. He was moving a little bit toward the side there. I almost think that the ref down here in front of us was going to call block. Thankfully, here's the replay. Wow, that's close.
Yep.
That's close.
Benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. Well, he went straight up. He kept his position and landed.
Maybe a makeup call from when he got bodied down.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah.
There's not been a lot of those tonight.
No.
Man.
10 seconds remaining. Jay Farrell looking for the last shot. Bruins got a 4-point lead. 5
Oh,
seconds.
great job there.
There
Couldn't
he
quite
is
finish,
again.
but that was a great hesitation. Acted like he was going to pass, held onto the ball, and of course, Bengaya, who's had a huge first half there to put.
Yeah, up 6 again, just like we were last night. And there it is, folks. That brings us to the end of the first half. The Ohio Bruins lead 53-47. We will be back after about a 9-minute halftime here on the Ohio Bruins Network, powered by Yamo Media. All right, welcome back, basketball fans. We are just about out of halftime here at the Cave. Ryan Dietrich here with my guy DJ Minton. Again, the Bruins have got a 6-point lead coming into the second half. What are we looking for?
Well, we saw there at the end of the first half, the momentum and the tempo of the game was definitely in the favor of the Ohio Kings. So we'll have to see, as you come out of this into the second half, what kind of focus do you have? Also, there's been a lot of bickering here at halftime between both sides. Can you get that energy focused back in and make it important each and every possession, especially as we get closer to that fourth quarter is going to be important.
Well, and you got it there. We're going to see pace, defense. You got to control yourselves and get settled down a little bit. So you're back with us here on the Ohio Bruins Network, powered by Yamo Media. We're just about to get underway here for the second half, folks. Let's get at it. Bruins with the ball at half court. Let's get things underway. 12 minutes here in the third quarter. Once again, Bruins with a 6-point lead again. A.J. Gorham, Steve Freeman, Matt Bengaya, Jay Farrell, R.J. Farrell on the floor. That starting squad. Good ball movement from the Bruins to start. Bengaya taking it to Fall. I almost called him Taco Fall.
Yeah. Columbus people love that name, especially the Pickerington folks.
You bet. All right, quick turnover there from the Kings. Jay Farrow looking to get things going. Coach Anthony has got a game plan because he is awfully vocal. Gorham just off the mark, that's all right. They look settled down a little bit.
Well, the pace already, just in 2 trips, is a lot less.
Good help side defense there from Farrell off the screen. Yep, and there you go, got the travel again.
Good job by Stevie Freeman, man, stepping right up in there in the lane, getting his hands active. And that's what you want to see if you're the Ohio Bruins. It's been a little bit of a weird kind of shaky game for them. Some uncharacteristic turnovers and just not a lot of energy in the building, you know. Last night we were talking about this time, man, we're kind of up here dancing, having a good time.
Right.
And the energy both from the bench and the crowd right now is something that the Bruins could use.
Yeah, a little bit flat, that's for sure. Definitely playing in the Kings' favor. Nice take there.
Picking up right where he left off, right?
Yep.
Well, and these are back-to-backs, man. Just like it's hard to, you know, at work in your grind, it's hard for us to, you know, have that same mental capabilities each time and be sharp. It's going to be hard for these guys to do the same thing.
Oh, for sure. A lot of contact there. No call. Good finish by Muhammad Fall.
I tell you what, Fall and Bengaya are just slamming into each other like a demolition derby right now at this point.
Yep. Number 9 on number 9. Ooh, tough drop pass there from Freeman. Not sure Farrell was open enough. Gorham sticking with the defense. Might have tweaked his ankle a little bit. He's shaking it off. He's all right.
Again,
all right. Good opening for the Kings.
Lackadaisical pass. Bad turnover there. And if the Kings are going to be able to hang around here, again, the longer you hang, especially on the road in your first game, the more confidence you're going to get.
Absolutely. Nice find. Oh, good
Great
defense.
hustle by Gorham. He read that perfectly.
And that's what the Kings like to do, man. As soon as there's a shot up, somebody's taking off. They're looking for that quick outlet.
Well, that's usually the Ohio Bruins game. They have not been able to do that. Credit the Kings for that. Both the pace and their defense.
It'll stay Ohio Kings ball. A.J. Gorham poked it out, and they're saying he got the poked out. All right, Jose De Leon stepping on for A.J. Gorham.
Have to keep an eye on Gorham, like you said.
Yeah, he's down there stretching out from the bench. Freeman running the floor. Takes it at Major, just can't finish. Bengaya doing his thing.
Good skip pass to find Farrow.
R.J. Farrell from the baseline, falling up short. Can't make a bucket tonight.
That's one he'll keep working on. You got to go in maybe another 1.5 feet, 2 feet there if you're R.J., and that's a perfect shot for you. And he had the space to be able to do that, too.
He did, yep. Nice little shake by Irvin. Good bounce pass on the baseline, just out of bounds, though. Sharon Hill. Good defense by Jay Farrow. That's what you do. You plant your foot on that baseline so the offense can't get there. Forces him out of bounds. Jose De Leon pushing the pace. He's going to attack Irvin. Can't get by him. Big guy calling for the screen.
Even with Jay struggling a little bit offensively, there's nothing. Nobody will ever be able to say, there we go. Should have talked about it earlier. Great shot. I was going to say, no one's ever going to fault him for not trying on both ends of the court and being an ultimate leader.
That's right. Good look there from Major, just can't find it.
You hear Coach Anthony, run, run. They want to start pushing that pace now off of these misses and try to get maybe the Kings into turning the ball over if they're going at a faster pace.
Major off the mark again.
Listen, so far the Kings have done a good job in this pace, right? We talked about it a little bit earlier, being smart with the basketball, not going so fast that they're turning the basketball over. But if you're the Ohio Bruins, you've got to keep that pace going. Prove it to us that you can do that for 4 quarters.
And man, Coach Anthony that's what he is asking for. If you're tired, you're sitting on the bench. We want fresh
listen,
legs.
We talked about it last night. They have the depth. It's about what are your minutes? Are they going to be productive? And so far, that's been the one thing that we missed tonight that we saw last night. The bench was a lot more productive with their minutes.
Yep. We'll see if they can find the comfort spot. Way off the mark is Irvin.
Hill wanted that call, but that was too easy of a of a slap to get that call tonight.
All right, Bengaya stands tall. No call there on the charge. De Leon off the mark here.
And that, again, we talked about the Ohio Bruins trying to get the Kings out of sorts. The Kings are actually doing that to the Ohio Bruins. You got to pull that basketball back out if you're De Leon and reset up the offense.
Yeah, a couple scoreless here for a few possessions. Bradshaw off the mark. Yeah, the whole crew, everybody is gassed. You can just see. It's just a little bit sluggish getting down the lane, and I want to know if Coach Anthony's going to adjust for that because, I mean, you can tell your guys to run the floor all you want,
yes.
but.
They got to have the stamina. Evans kind of took the decision himself and said, we're going to slow this down here a little bit, man.
And sometimes, I mean, that's a point guard, a leader on the floor. You need him.
Yep.
You got to do it. So we'll see what we can get from these guys because sometimes, you know, you might need to adjust your coaching style to get the most out of your players. Bradshaw almost can't get it down.
Got the rim down with that nearly. Now comes up with the turnover.
Yeah, good foul there by De Leon. Just stop play, put a hold on. Yeah, that's what I was.
Timeout
I
by
was
Coach
just
Anthony.
gonna say that was. I think Coach Anthony needs to take a timeout, and you'll see it here. Just De Leon one-on-one, just shut it down.
The important thing that you saw there in that replay, a lot of times when guys go to do the foul, right, where they're either what we talked about earlier, kind of the soft foul, and then they get the and one, right? What he did there was he slapped the hand that the basketball was in. You got to do that. A lot of times guys will slap that other hand, and now, and especially a good scorer and guys of the talent on both of these teams, they still have the ability to change in the air and score that.
Yeah, short of just, kind of mauling him.
Right. And again, we talked about that last night. You're not trying to hurt anybody, but at the same time, you can't give somebody just an easy bucket, especially in a game right now that every possession has been so important. It's been rough second half here on both teams. I think it's to your point, that pace was so frenetic and so fast there in the first half. You have to almost come back now, take a deep breath if you're both teams and start doing what you do well, getting an identity of your team here in these first few games of the season.
Well, and there's that, I think about like working out. When you're working out and lifting, you can try to just do too much to where it's kind of almost counterproductive.
For sure.
You're not being efficient. You're not utilizing your energy right. There's an overexertion and a kind of a misguided exertion of energy and play, and that's a little bit what we're seeing. It's just either a little bit unfocused, trying to do too much, just a little bit out of sorts. So let's hope this timeout Can just settle them down. Some, you know, they maybe just need to walk it up and down for
Yeah.
a few possessions.
Well, when we talk about the speed, we've also joked this has been a physical basketball game,
Absolutely.
and that starts taking its toll on you.
Like body punches to a boxer, right? Wears them down. Good free throws there from Irvin.
The Kings, again, just hanging around, just hanging around. They've weathered 2 or 3 runs by the Ohio Bruins.
I was going to see Kings' largest lead was 12 in the first. Bruins' largest lead, I think, is 10. Nice look by R.J. Farrow. A little bit of inside action, and that's, I think we could use a little more of that. The perimeter game's slow.
For
So
sure.
feed it inside.
Oh, great hands there. Just back and forth.
Yep. Jay's looking to get it going.
There it
we
is.
go.
That's 2 of them in this quarter. And again,
About
if you're
from
the
the same
Ohio
spot.
Kings, this is not what you want. You want to hang in these games. You do not want Farrow to put together 3, 4, 5 trips down where he's scoring.
And now Ben Guy with a nice, easy foul on him. You're going to see it again
Here
here.
he is again. He's going to look at the defender. Once the hand's down, man down, forget about it. There's no way you can get up at the way he can elevate and the quickness that he has on that jump shot.
And I was going to say that hand went down, but it came right back up. But Farrow
He saw
right
it, yeah. And that's what great shooters and great scorers can do. They can see just that little bit of hesitation on by a defender.
And Jay, just that full extension, that snap of the wrist, like you could see that was going in. Irvin again at the line, misses the second. Boarded by the Golden Bruins.
Well, with the pace and the physicality of this game, these free throws are going to start coming. And we're going to have to see which team can kind of bend the legs and take their time and make them.
All right, 5:12 to play here in the third quarter. 6-point lead still. That's the average. That's the average margin here in this game.
Yeah, the Kings just can't quite get over that hump. Nice job there of finishing by Evans. They wanted a shot clock violation. That was close.
Yep.
That was close. We don't have the benefit, obviously, of replay there. But the fans that traveled from south up to the north here tonight.
All right, no points. They call it a shot clock.
Okay,
but
they are calling it off.
But they
Okay.
haven't started the shot clock on this possession either.
My goodness.
All
So
right.
It is going to be a shot clock violation. Looks like they're going to call timeout. That's a good job by the refs here. Get everything under control. Called the bucket off. Shot clock violation. Hey, even the shot clock can be struggling a little bit. It's the beginning of the year.
All right, and that's that's part of what we're going to do here is DJ and I try and explain and walk you through it as best they can. Because a lot of these things get talked out on the fly.
Well, and we have to sometimes bring it into your living room in a family way also. We can't include everything we hear out here.
Well, that's the one thing I do like these coaches. I mean, these guys are invested. They're involved.
Yes.
I mean, they put this is time and effort, and
This is a great chess match we're seeing right now between Coach Anthony and Coach Anderson.
All right, we'll see what the Kings have got drawn up here. So after that, we got a little timeout going. Bruins back in action. Jose De Leon, Matt Bangaya, Malik Evans, Jay Farrell, R.J. Farrell on the floor. Matt Bangaya, long over the rim, good release. Graham Major running the floor.
Oh, that was a travel.
Yep.
Yeah. He was so worried about Jay coming down through there and drawing the contact that he just kept walking without the bouncing it, man.
Nice stutter step there. De Leon pushing it. Irvin in his face. Back up. Malik Evans slowing it down. Left
Again, good
wing
smart
extend.
play. He didn't see anything there, right? He's got to pull it back out.
Yep. And you can see them talking to each other. Got to have that communication.
I like that call there offensively, but you got to get a little more space if you're Farrow and Evans there between you.
Yep. Clogged up a little bit. Bangaya. Ooh, a little carry there from Matt.
They called him on that last night, right?
Mm-hmm. Good pump fake. Good find by Evans.
Oh, right there. That's wide
Farrow
open. That's
for
too easy.
three.
Oh, man.
It was too easy.
Right.
Irvin looking for his man. Didn't find Jordan. Cutting
Wow,
down the
big
lane.
shot in transition.
But he hits it anyway.
Great recognition of seeing that 2 or 3 of the Bruins had their backs turned, and that even if he misses that, they're going to have a position to offensive rebound.
Yeah, so Vonnie Urban nails the 3, brings the Kings back down 3. 3:20 to play here in the 3rd. Good ball movement from the Bruins. De Leon, wow, how did he find R.J. Farrow there?
Great hands to gather it. Again, though, he's got to get a little more space and make a direct run toward the block there, R.J. Farrow.
I thought he had it wide open. Nice drive from Graham Major. High over the rim. Tipped out to De Leon. Loose ball. And another
ill-advised.
Yeah.
He was trying to get it over before the 7 seconds, I think. Oh, that's a charge. That was an easy one. That was an easy one.
Man, yeah, I was going to say, good thing he's got that ponytail back there because his head hit that floor hard.
Yes.
You'll see the replay here.
Well,
he
he's
is,
just,
man.
Well,
he was just planted. That's a heck of a charge by Jose De Leon. I hope he's all right.
You were right, man. He did take a bump there.
Yeah.
Rubbing the back of his head there a little bit. That's a good job, too. He got up in front of that cylinder area, the restricted area.
Oh, yeah. He was planted for a few seconds.
Yeah, he
saw
was.
it coming.
Gorham back in now.
Cam King way off the mark. That must have been tipped.
So we'll see how Gorham reacts. He was out for quite a long time there in that 3rd quarter, and he was a big part of them in that comeback there in the 1st quarter.
All right, De Leon on Irvin.
Man, you heard that up here.
Yep, no
Oh,
call
goodness.
there. All right, got the tip going.
These guys got somewhere to be after the game, I think.
I guess so. Cam King.
One time, Ant. There it is.
Oh, got it to fall.
He had every bit of that rim, but it went right down. Automatic Ant.
Anthony McDaniel, good ball movement there.
Oh, great job of eluding McDaniel there.
Vonnie Irvin on the drive.
I've been impressed with Irvin tonight. Man, he has had one heck of a game.
Virgil Lackey playing some tight defense, forcing him across.
Well, this is one of the things that we saw last night where we forced Brandon Wilkins into positions he didn't want to be in. Kings are doing a good job of getting the ball into Ant McDaniel's hands, something that he can do, but he's not as comfortable as some of the other guards are.
All right, De Leon getting a breather.
Well deserved. That was a good few minutes there for him. Again, McDaniel. Oh,
just off the mark.
No call either.
He got bodied hard. Nice drop pass there. Muhammad Fall running the floor well. Good dump inside from Sharon Hill.
Fall doing what veterans do best, man. Taking advantage and running the floor.
Yep. 64-62, 2-point game, 1:10 remaining here in the 3rd. McDaniel across to Farrow. Gorham to his left, takes it instead.
And he just gets, it's so quick with the footwork. He gets that little bit of hesitation there and gets where he's able to get the space.
Yeah, just inside the 3 points. That was only a 2. And then Vonnie Irvin answers right back with the 2.
This guy's motor, it just doesn't stop.
McDaniel around to Gorham. Nice flash from Evans. Now clear it out, give Gorham some room to work that. Good flash again from Farrell to the low block. Cam King somehow, he got called for it. I thought he got rid of it. 33.7 seconds remaining here, folks.
If you're Cam, just refocus now. Refocus, make a couple good defensive plays and kind of get your mind right. He's had a couple of miscues down here on the offensive end.
25 seconds as Vonnie Irvin drive. Even switched hands, just can't come up with it. Jay Farrow gonna push it. McDaniel far right side, good vision. Anthony McDaniel wide open. Unsettled there. Sharon Hill cleans it up.
Good job of running back there. Off that long miss.
5 seconds to go.
Get an easy bucket.
Farrow, 2 seconds. Gonna take it at the clock. Can't convert. And that'll end the 3rd quarter as the Ohio Bruins lead by 1, 67-66. And in my mind, I think it's 66 all. It would have been Farrow's 3. That ref signaled 3. The near side signaled 2. So we'll see if they come up with some correction.
Yeah, for sure.
But anyway, we're going to take a quick break here on the Ohio Bruins Network, powered by Yamo Media.
Hello, I am Annie J. Ross Womack, the Executive Director of the Ohio Sickle Cell and Health Association, and I'm here to talk to the parents and student athletes about a very important topic. the NCAA has instituted different standards for all divisions of student athletes. Before you can play sports in any college or university, you must present a negative trait status or hemoglobin status documentation. Your hemoglobin status is taken at birth with the newborn screening. And what they do is they run your blood for any abnormality or any birth defect. There are thousands of newborn screening birth defects in this country. For more information about sickle cell disease, sickle cell trait testing, you can call our offices at 614-228-0157. Or you can visit us via web at ohiosicklecell.org.
Welcome back to the action, folks. Check out Yamo Media on all their social medias, at Yamo On Air TikTok. You can see YouTube right there at Yamo Media Columbus. You can find me and my two former classmates, Jeremiah Bays and Will Ward. That's debatable Tuesday nights on the Yamo Media Columbus YouTube channel. We get it in, dude. We talk everything sports. Columbus, high school, all of Ohio, NFL, NBA, all that good stuff.
It's perfect. That's the stuff that all of us are talking about every day in our garages with our neighbors. So
good shot.
Great watching you guys do it.
And we have a lot of fun doing it. Matt McGuire, big three there, going to be 70-66. Bruins with the 4-point lead. Nice cleanup. McGuire again.
There's going to be a couple big trips for both teams here.
Good handle by De Leon. Nice take, just off the mark a little bit.
Man, they really aren't calling anything tonight. Great job of running the floor by Fall. He does a great job of finding space and finding the area where anybody can find him there.
And he's got the right pace of a trailer.
Yeah.
He's on it. Jay Farrow, nice side step for the
Beautiful.
Create some space.
Well, and he got the mismatch there on the screen, the switch, and that's what you want. Again, not getting back. Smart veteran play, realizes Gorham's the furthest guy back, just sneaks in right behind him in an easy bucket.
Number 10, Darnell Jordan, had De Leon just over in the corner.
Yeah.
Kind of just distracted him. And Muhammad Fall, heads up play.
Looks like Gorham's still limping out there. I wonder if that's starting to nag him a little bit. And if he doesn't have his speed, man, he's going to have to come out. Especially with this guy, man.
Right. Got Bonnie Irvin running the floor. Kings down 1. Matt Bengai at the elbow. Nice poke away by Muhammad Fall.
Great job by Hill. Started to go left there, gets bodied by De Leon. He's able to somehow switch it into his right hand there, as you can see on the replay, and shield him off with that left shoulder.
Well, and you'll notice 2 Bruins down there.
That's it, you're right.
Everybody else behind half court.
Well, in these next few minutes, if neither team are going to pull away, those are the type of things that you're going to have to focus in and have to get on. The Ohio Bruins are usually, and we saw this last night, this place was rocking because they were getting to all the 50-50 balls. They were getting on the floor. If anything was going, they were getting back. And that second part of this double back-to-back now, with this pace that they want to play, it looks like they're starting to wear down a little bit. And the Kings love it. It's a slugfest. It's under 100. I mean, we had 100 at least by this time last night.
Steve Freeman, left wing. Driving the baseline. Man, another turnover by the Bruins, Sharon Hill.
Oh, it bailed out there. Couldn't hang on to the ball. Oh, man. And again, just what you said, another turnover. You might, if you're Coach Anthony, thinking about getting a timeout here. This pace right now is not what you want.
No, it isn't.
I can't believe I'm saying that with a team who loves to run. That's got to be a foul.
You got to call something. All right. Yeah. All right, that one's on Jay. All right, we got 9:23 remaining here in the 4th quarter. All right. Heads up play by our producer, Adam Dell.
Yeah, that's why it's great when you work with the best cameraman and women and the best producer.
That's right. Yeah, Adam Dell and Yamo Media. He's been around the block. He knows what he's doing, so we're glad to have him helping us out with this broadcast. Vonnie Irvin, not again.
Yeah, I got to get, if I'm a Coach Anthony, I want to get a timeout right now. The Bruins are all out of sorts, and the turnovers are mounting up. I mean, that's about 4 or 5 possessions in a row.
Yep. And it's, sloppy passes are trying to do too much. I mean, Steve Freeman, Matt Bengaya, finding inside to R.J. Farrow. All right, we got number 5, Vonnie Irvin doing his thing, bringing it up right side. It's fun being on the sideline sometimes.
Oh, absolutely.
Folks.
Well, and we get to hear kind of the inner workings of the game and kind of know what's going on behind the scenes. Big shot there by Major. You want to talk about Major shot,
Grand
if you will.
Major says hello. And they are
He's had some productive minutes tonight.
Definitely. Putting it in bunches.
Great find.
That's what you want.
You're right, man. Those shots just aren't falling quite like they were last night and quite like they normally do. But that right there has been the difference. Getting back on defense. If the shots aren't going to fall, you have to give that effort.
Yeah, I mean, that's just simple.
And that's a huge swing. I mean, now you're down 5.
Right.
Again, lazy pass. And going the other way.
I thought he about missed that. Vonnie Irvin. Nothing yet from Coach Anthony.
Trying to let him work through it here. A little Thad Matta-esque.
Yeah, let him figure it out.
But right now, they're not figuring it out. Freeman bailed out by the foul there, though. That was going to be yet another turnover.
You can see Virgil Lackey just laughing.
Yeah,
he can't believe it. Of all the things you're going to call. All right, Coach Anthony, what you doing?
I think he's going to finally call that timeout. And this is a good job by Coach Anthony.
Yeah.
He did a good job of letting him work through it. He's realizing now he's going to have to step in and say something and get him under control over here.
My goodness, 7:20 remaining here in the 4th quarter, folks. We're going to stick right with it.
These last 3 minutes have been huge for the Kings. And again, it's kind of crazy. If you're a Bruins fan, this is the things that we normally do to the teams in the ABA. Kind of put our will onto them, just wear them down, cause them the turnovers. And right now, it's the other way around. And if you're the Ohio Kings coming up here from Cincinnati tonight with 7 minutes to go and you got a, 7-point lead, you can't ask for anything better than that.
That's exactly what, and honestly, you got them right where they want them. Momentum
100%.
is in the Kings' favor, and unless.
Let's talk about confidence too, right? We talked about the atmosphere last night. That breeds confidence. That gets guys going. We were talking about how the bench was fired up, and there was so much intensity, and there was so much passion and energy, we're not seeing that tonight. A lot flatter, and that could be coming back from that back-to-back.
And you mentioned confidence. I mean, just seeing the ball go in the hoop. The Ohio Bruins haven't seen the ball go in the hoop that much. Everything is lipping out, rimming out, just missing the mark. And so we're going to look to correct those. Hope some shots fall, and let's get back to it.
Well, really, other than right at the beginning of the 3rd quarter, Jay had a couple possessions in a row where he scored. That's been it.
Yep.
That's been it. It almost seems like that was the last time they scored almost.
Yeah, I can't remember what. I usually write it down what the score was at the quarter. Doesn't matter. 7 down, 7 to go. Freeman for 3, just off the mark. Great
nice job by
Evans.
Evans. He just came in. He's had productive minutes. We talked about the bench struggling tonight, not having the same productivity. He has been one of the few guys off the bench that has had that. Oh, good find. Great find. Unselfish play there. And maybe that's what they needed, kind of get them going. But right now is when that bench needs to get up. The crowd here needs to help them out here just a little bit and really try to generate some kind of energy in this building.
Major.
What a shot!
Major with the killer 3 gives the Kings an 11-point lead.
That is 2 of them in the last couple of minutes.
Or excuse me, 8-point lead. Man, the high-flying rebound, he just pulls that one down, no problem. Long find, Virgil Lackey, yep, just out of bounds. Caught a break there, should be gold ball.
Well, Irvin's done a lot of things well tonight, and he just tried to put that one in there. And when you got a guy like R.J. Farrow, as big as he is, there's not too many times as we see Major, a huge shot. with De Leon not being able to get out and close out on him quick enough.
Yep. All right, 6:10 to play here in the fourth quarter.
Those are the kind of gut check shots you got to make on the road.
Bradshaw with a big defensive stand and great release by Vonnie Irvin. Can't get it to fall, and cleaned up by Major at the rim. Everything going right for the Ohio Kings.
Evan's a little bit slow to get up right now.
Yeah, Evans and
you talk about the energy, it's coming off this Ohio Kings bench right now.
it's all coming off the Kings bench. And, stark contrast to last night, where a Bruins bench dancing, yelling, lively.
Having a great time.
The fans up in it, but now just a totally different field, just deflated from the Ohio Bruins.
Listen, sometimes you get into some of these physical matchups, or just what you said, this is two evenly matched teams. You just sometimes get into these matchups where it just seems like, man, everything we're trying isn't working. Not to mention what you said, the shots man, they've had some good looks.
Yeah, getting no love
great
from
looks
the rim.
there. Nice job.
Big, strong R.J. Farrow taking it in there.
And if you're Ohio Bruins, you've got to put together a couple stops here.
Yep. And I'd continue to go inside. I mean, run the floor, but get down there. Big guy on the baseline, and R.J. Farrow, let him do some work.
Agree, there's Farrow again. Great point, Ryan. Nice find.
Great find by Steve Freeman. A smooth little bounce pass, and there's empty lane for Farrow to operate in.
Now you're down 6 with 5 to go. You got to think you got to make up a point a minute at least. Oh, good job by Freeman. Nice job. Then it goes off of Fall's leg. Still, though, Fall's getting in behind the defense. We're seeming not to be able to get somebody down on the post enough. There we saw the replay of Farrow.
And I'm not sure if that's just R.J. Farrow on the help side getting pulled out to the perimeter, and then he's just ducking behind him.
Just something you got to work on, something that they will definitely work on and communicate with.
Steve Freeman for 3. Good look.
Nice job by R.J. Farrow. Oh, got to hang on to that for a second longer, R.J.
Trying to find De Leon on the cut. 3-on-1. Vonnie Irvin, I don't know how you get that with one hand bobbled into his chest. And
Farrow nearly got the strip there, and you're right, he somehow finished. This would be big if he could hit this.
Jay with a big board, still fighting, can't come down with it. Outlet by the Kings. And there he is again. Vonnie Irvin just running the floor. Good effort from Begay to snag that rebound. The odd man advantage.
Now, if you're Ohio, that was a missed opportunity for the Kings. You've got to score this time down.
Not big fan of the quick shot from Freeman, because here we go, odd numbers again.
That's going to be a block.
Yep, that'll be an and
That was
one.
an easy call.
Yep.
And again, like what you said, numbers. The energy is not there. That's not the same communication that we're used to seeing from the Ohio Bruins. Nice job there.
Right, man, he just took a big shot.
Yeah, he did. But that was a good job by Hill. If you saw right at the very end of there, he adjusted his body, and after Begay, I believe, who was the one who attempted to take it, he had already been set. He can't move now. And as soon as he was able to make the adjustment in the air, that's when we saw Begay try to move with him. And anytime you're moving, you're not going to get that call.
No. It was all from that quick shot from Steve Freeman as the Bruins are coming down.
Yep.
He takes that quick 3, long rebound. Out the
2
other
huge
way.
free throws, or excuse me, 1.
Yeah, converts on the and 1.
You talk about dire straits, man. Now you got 4 minutes to go. You've got to start putting some big possessions and buckets together if you're the Ohio Bruins. They've gotten a couple stops. They just cannot put the ball in the bucket. Another turnover. Oh.
I was going to say, I think that was poked out by Sharon Hill.
Luckily.
Yeah. That could have went either way. All right, Anthony McDaniel, who can definitely score it. He's got big Bradshaw on him, a little mismatch. There's got to be somebody
Good
else.
dump off to Evans. Great dump off. Again, just can't quite finish. Jay finally puts it in.
That's what you need, Jay Farrow. Oh, and he almost got that tip.
Now, we did a game earlier in the OBA season last year where we saw, man,
Yikes.
those second chance points are killing us.
Darnell Jordan just staying down and tough with that rebound. Jay Farrow going to take Bradshaw one-on-one.
Good job by Jay.
Yep.
I was going to say, we did one of the OBA games where we saw Coach Anthony go to this kind of bulkier, tougher, words being exchanged there by...
All right, and we got Sherwin Anderson trying to call timeout over here.
He's trying his hardest. He didn't get it either.
They didn't give it to him. Quick shot from Anthony McDaniel.
You can't take that shot that early in the shot clock.
And yeah, you got, again, you know, animosity, the tensions are building.
Yes. Well, when you're a team like the Ohio Bruins that usually dominates and usually puts your will on, it can get very frustrating when something like that's happening to you.
Jose De Leon with a nice poke away. Anthony McDaniel the other way. They got to stick with it. Doesn't matter what the refs are doing. Play through. 2:50 remaining. Matt Bengaya from the corner.
And they got to do that right there and start hitting some shots. Good timeout by Coach Anthony here.
Huge shot there by Matt Bengaya. Gets the Bruins within 8. And a quick timeout. They got to just focus up, fellas. Get it together, boys. Focus on what you're doing.
Well, and some of this, I will tell you, you know, not to complain about refereeing. We've seen a very physical game.
Yep.
You can't not call stuff and then all of a sudden try to take control of things. That's why you have to take control of things by calling fouls. And again, a little bit of frustration when you're down at your own place by 8.
Yeah.
You know, if you're the Bruins, just what you said. Got to take a deep breath right here. Don't get baited into anything silly. Have a couple of big possessions. You get this down to maybe, you know, 4 with a minute to go, and I'm telling you, the Kings are going to start getting nervous.
Yeah. All right, yep. 9-point lead by the Ohio Kings, 2:46 to play on the inbounds. Vonnie Irvin going to bring it up. Yep, it's going to be a physical finish, and he just snuck behind the defense again.
Great defense by Bengaya, and
How did
somehow
that go in?
Hill is able to tip it in. I cannot believe that.
Every tip ball extends the lead to 13. Jay Farrell gets
Nice shot, big shot there.
Closes it to 10, 2:25 remaining.
You hate to say this with 2:25 to go, but the way that last shot went in for the Kings, man, it almost seems like it's their night.
That's a lot of where it's been looking. Irvin with the ball.
Good stop, man. You got to grab that basketball again. Can't get to that 50-50 ball.
De Leon with the good hands.
And they're not going to call anything. My goodness. Give it up.
Malik Evans.
Good ball movement.
Drives. Little hand on it.
One time.
Good awareness by Matt. Oh, they're calling that on the floor. All right. Ball out of bounds at the side.
So what, we got 8-point game with 2 minutes to go. You've got to get at least back-to-back scores and stops if you're the Ohio Bruins. You want this to at least be 4 points with a minute to go. And if you're the Ohio Kings, just hang in there.
Yep. Pretty tough. Big possession here. Be patient. Malik Evans running the ball. Met by Hill. Jose De Leon. Pump fake and drive.
This might be the most important possession the Bruins have had in this early season.
It's a tough pass there to Bengaya. Can't come away with it.
It's a tough shot there at the end of the shot clock again. And again, if you're going to have that happen, you know, no fault of Bengaya. He's got to get that ball up. Again, another no call. But you got to find Jay Farrell in these situations.
Yeah, that or he's just got to try and take over. Good ball movement.
Gorham. Yeah, wow, big shot. They needed that. That was huge. Now one stop here. Timeout, Ohio. But now for the first time all night, we've had a little bit of energy in this building.
Yep.
And you're hoping if you're a Bruins fan, it's not too little too late. Because now we've got, what, a 5-point game with 1:16 to go.
Yep. Yeah. Now you've got some fans finally into it. Mostly it's just been complaining and yelling, but it's got to be, you know, you've got to have that positivity. You got to drive that positive energy. So, and like you said, you know, the bench, I can remember, you know, when I was a sophomore in high school and we didn't get any playing time, our coach would always say, come on, bench, come on, bench, come on, bench. You got to drive that energy. And they just looked flat over there.
And especially on a night when things aren't quite going your way, especially on a night when you can't quite hit the shots, you've had a lot of uncharacteristic turnovers, you have to figure out a way to get your guys engaged and talking. That's another thing we haven't seen a lot of tonight, is that communication we saw last night.
Yep, very sparing communication. You know, as a team, you know, sometimes you got to throw it out the window, adjust and adapt.
Absolutely.
Do something different.
Yep.
I would have liked to see maybe some other bodies get in here. Not a lot of Cam King. I don't know what Danny Pacheco can do, but get some speed in there, see what he's got.
And again, a huge defense. Just as important as that last offensive possession was, this defensive possession is the most important in this early season so far the Bruins have had.
Major.
8 on the shot clock. Now just hang in there, don't bail them out.
Bradshaw for
and you got a rebound.
Somehow saved. Irvin in the corner. De Leon trying to
Nice
keep it alive.
steal.
Good interception.
Nice steal. Give it up, give it up.
2-on-1.
Great job of running the floor. Bengaya. And they got it down to 3 now. We talked about 4 with a minute to go. Hey, 3 with 42 is not bad.
About the same. Okay, we'll take it. Quick timeout from Coach Anthony. 42.8 seconds. Like
Here's the replay. Great athletic play there by De Leon.
Nice camera work too, crew.
Beautiful camera work.
Got a shout out. And Bengaya, that was slick.
Beautiful. To just slide underneath. No sense in trying to take the contact. All night we've been trying to absorb contact, and we're not getting that call. That was a great heads-up play by Matt Bengaya. Hey, they're not going to give me this call. I'm not going to take this. I'm going to go right underneath and get the bucket.
Play smarter, not harder.
Huge couple of possessions are going to come up in this game. What a game. You're a good luck charm, man. I tell you what, man, we have good games wherever we're with you.
They just have good games. That's what you get, folks. If you want to come watch good games, good basketball.
Absolutely.
It's the Ohio Bruins. And the beauty is you can come out to the north side or you can catch us online. All right, 40 seconds to play. 3-point game behind the back. Majors got De Leon on him. What a...
That one initial go for the steal, if you're De Leon, you got to stay down there and just make him work.
Yep, he was playing from behind the whole way. Matt Bengaya, nice step.
Good take right there.
2 for 2 answer, 20 seconds to play. Bruins got a foul, got to make a stop. A.J. Gorham takes his man down. Not into the bonus yet. 17.5 to play. You got to come up with a stop.
You got a foul. You got a foul.
Yep. Darnell Jordan.
Foul was too late.
Yep, too late. 7.5 seconds. You got to hope for a missed free throw.
I think some of the Bruins fans were complaining that it might have taken too long getting it across the
half
court line there. It was close, but you can't take that chance. I mean, you got a foul there. Nice.
All right, there we go.
So you're going to have 7.5 if he misses this. I think the first thing you have to do is try to find the outlet and figure out where Jay Farrell is.
All right, down 4, 7.5 seconds. That might have iced it. We're going to get a quick timeout for Coach Anthony. Move the ball up to half. All right, a lot of chatter back and forth. It is
hey, man, if you're the Ohio
here.
Kings, you made a trip up here. It's your first game of the year. You were literally embarrassed in this place last year by 47. A little chip on their shoulder, especially a couple of the guys that might have been on the team that came back. You can't ask for a better performance in the first game if you're Coach Anderson. And if you're the Ohio Bruins, look, 7.5 seconds left. You got the ball. You got to score, obviously. But there is an outside chance if you run a quick play here to get a quick 2.
Right.
Well, it looks like they're going to go full court, so.
Yeah, I would expect some.
And then you can see Farrow was asking him about the half court.
That's what I thought. Full timeout, take
Same.
it right here. Quick pop
There's
here.
the 3.
And it's off the mark. Bengaya with the tip.
No good. Man,
and that's
what a
the game, folks.
What a game.
And the Bruins go down. That'll do it. 99-95.
Huge win on the road here for the Ohio Kings early on. And these teams are going to play each other again. Man, that'll be an exciting meeting.
Oh, yeah. This is not the last time we've seen these guys in here. But you can see it, man. Just a lot of energy, a lot of tired guys.
Yeah.
But, you know, no short of competitiveness, fight, fire. They kept pace as long as they could. But, man, that second half was just a different animal, kind of a slow slug out.
Well, and the thing that we saw in the second half, the Kings were able to execute on the offensive end of the floor where the Bruins struggled. You know, we went through that one set there where 6 or 7 turnovers in a row. And you just can't have that against such a talented team like the Kings. And if you're the Bruins, that's where you have to take advantage of a team who has been running, that has been physical, and has a smaller bench than you do. And again, we talked about it earlier. the bench, the bench definitely didn't have as many productive minutes as they did last night.
We're going to step aside real quick on the Ohio Bruins Network, powered by Yamo Media. We'll be back with an interview with Coach Anderson. All right, welcome back, folks. Ryan Dietrich here with the coach of the Ohio Kings, Sherwin Anderson. A big victory to start off your season. Yeah. How you feeling, first of all?
Feel pretty good because this is my first year coaching.
Awesome.
This is our first game, so I'm truly proud of our team just because, the first game is one of the most important games for us, so it sets the standard for how well we can play in the rest of the season.
What was your game plan coming in here? You know the Ohio Bruins are going to want to push the ball. What was your plan?
To be honest, our game plan was more stay together, have our synergy, work together, not really get caught up with what's going on around us. So we got a lot to work on. We got a young team, and we got to do a better job of running our sets and, staying under control. But overall, man, I thought we got exactly what we wanted. We got a good win against a really good team.
Yeah, you said it. Unsettled, sloppy a little bit, but both sides of it. Play was a little bit loose out there, but when that happens, you just got to adapt. And like you said, you held things together. How about play from number 5, man? Vonnie Irvin. Dude, he does it all.
He's a special kid.
And it seems to run kind of the offense through him.
Yeah. He's a special kid. We knew he was a special guard when we picked him up. But to be honest, the kid he's just got a motor like no other.
Yep.
We almost got to keep up with him the way he goes, But overall, turnovers has been killing us the whole year, even in our scrimmage games. So we got to cut down on that. As well as he did today, we had a lot more turnovers than we wanted.
Yep. But you said it, Coach. That's what I like to hear. You got to focus on what you can control and take care of. You're going to have some mistakes. But you guys played well tonight. Congratulations on the big win here. This is only the second time the Bruins have ever lost in this.
Is that right?
That's right. So
wow, that's huge.
Big win for you coming up here. And once again, Ryan Dietrich here with Coach Sherwin Anderson on the Ohio Bruins Network, powered by Yamo Media.
Thank you. Fantastic job, my man.
Thank you.
Thank you.